And I've
Yeah,
been having, there we go. We are live. Now let
there
me go
we
to
are. We made
Facebook.
it.
Guys. Hold on. Now
We
this
made
one
it,
should be live.
everyone. Sorry
Hello,
we
hello,
had a
hello.
little sorry we
Yes,
had a little technical difficulty. So sorry about that. But look,
I
here
am
we
so
are.
sorry. There we go. Are we there? Good. Hi,
And I
everybody.
got a notification. You know, I didn't
Ooh,
get a notification the last time you went live,
there's
the
some
first
weird
time.
stuff going. Yeah.
But now I got one.
Okay. Sorry about that. And I was just honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I was a little flustered. I got a Facebook message from my dead mother.
How does
Seriously,
that
like
work? Yeah, I was
15
reading your
minutes
message.
before. Yeah, and the account's deactivated and stuff, so somebody hacked it or something because I messaged her fiance. So I was just a little off too, so I didn't get all the technical copy and paste correct. So that's why we had to start over. So no
No,
biggie. Stuff happens.
so a person hacked your past mother's account, and what they do? Message you
Yeah.
asking, trying to
Well,
scam you
first,
or something?
okay, no, the first, okay, on Cinco de Mayo, they messaged me a period. Okay, my mom always made fun of my Hispanic heritage. She was British. It was just like a thing that we did. So I was like,
Okay.
what the heck? Kind of freaked me out. And I waited like 3 hours and I messaged back just a question mark. And then this thing, I put it in the group too. This letter, I wish I would have wrote to my mom because I'm trying to forgive her. I'm trying to have
Sure.
compassion for her, right? So I posted that. Well, then right before this, like 15 minutes before that, that was this morning, 15 minutes before this, I got a message saying, "Hi, Cheryl, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, my dead mother's account." And then I was like, that's pretty sick to hack my mother's account who has passed right before Mother's Day. That's a pretty sick person. And they're like,
Right.
"No,
Mhm.
this is my recovery account, and I don't know how that happened, but you look very beautiful." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I reported, blocked, and yeah, just oh my gosh, people are crazy in this world. Like, what the heck? Yeah, so it just kind of threw me for a loop. So coming on tonight, and we had to change the quality. So yeah, isn't that crazy? So just know people do hack Facebook's accounts of deceased loved ones. So don't let it throw you. Like there's some crazy people in the world, but it does. Like I'm holding my petrified wood to ground my butt because it kind of throws you. So
Yeah, and you have a lot of light on your face. Do you see how glared you are? Lean
yeah,
forward, because you blocked the light a minute ago, and it wasn't like that. Yeah,
yeah. I only have one little light there. But,
that's
yeah.
actually what's creating like some of the blurriness in your thing. It's the light.
Okay. Well, I can turn it off. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Yeah. Um.
I might have to change the lighting. But see, I think this way's
Amanda.
worse. Is
Yeah,
that worse?
Amanda.
It's worse. You can't even see my face.
Amanda, Facebook never answers that kind of thing. Never.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried. I reported and blocked and all that. So, and then,
Yeah.
but honestly, it's a lesson in for me to just release it, not react. Because normally I react and not to do that. Maybe that might be
Oh,
better.
look, that looks better.
Looks better. Yeah. I just have to mess with
It
the
does.
lighting. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
that
I'll
looks
get it.
better actually.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying so my face isn't so washed out. My eyes are always low because I'm reading. Facebook
I
to
see.
delete my mom's. I
I just
think
told her
I don't.
Facebook will never do it.
Yeah, I know you can put it as just like deactivate it as, but I think you have to actually. See now, this is we're not this. Hold on. There we go. I was just making sure it was live on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Says it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, how is everybody tonight? How's everybody else's day and evening going? We got Lisa here and Amanda. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Crystal. Who else is over here? Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Boy, yeah, mine looks fuzzy compared to yours. I'm looking over on Facebook.
Yeah, the other option is to just buy a nice camera, or you don't even have to buy a nice camera. Like this camera is less than $100.
Yeah, I need to get another camera. Also, I need to
That
get
might
a
be
wire.
what
I
it is.
keep forgetting. I need to get the wire, the cord too. So I
And
apologize.
if I use if I use my FaceTime, the one on my mostly new computer,
No, I have a webcam.
look at
I
it.
have a.
Look how bad it
Oh,
looks. That's my laptop camera.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now if I
Somebody
go
need to
back,
get
watch,
that.
watch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big difference. Big
Yeah. So
difference.
it's always worth it to invest in a camera. The one on your laptop's not that great. You think it is, but it's not. Like you think
Yeah.
it's okay, but it's not.
I have an
It's not.
external, but I don't think it's very good.
Yeah.
Tansi's and Usja and her baby sister had a baby girl. Yay! I'm
Aura
looking for my
Faith.
glasses. What's the name? I can't find my glasses. There we go. Ara Faith. So you're an auntie again. Congratulations. Hi, Angela from PA. All my kitties up here. And we have Bernice. Nothing over there. So before we drop in, does anybody have any questions? Anything happened this week you want to discuss? Any experiences or?
All right. I'll be back here if you need me. I'll try to listen
Okay.
in.
Okay. All right. So if you guys have anything, welcome, Elaine. I was just saying, oh, hey, you guys. Hi, Bianca. How are you? I always think of the Goonies whenever anybody says that. Hey, you guys. I'm doing pretty good. Changing the energy a little bit. Had some crazy stuff happen beforehand. I got my candles lit. I actually, it's really funny because right before I dropped in tonight, oh, I love that, Amanda. But right before I dropped in tonight, I did have to use my tools. And I've pulled some channeling stones. So I might do some channeling tonight. Amanda Thrasher, I love this. I'm going to copy this. Hold on. Okay. Amanda said she smelled her mom's perfume tonight, and she's been gone almost 7 months at the end of this month. I love that for you. Amanda, you know, that just means that's validation that her spirit, her soul at that very moment that you smelled her was right there. Absolutely beautiful. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, that's super special. I love that for you, Amanda. I absolutely love that. And that's Claire Gustance, I think, when you smell. I have my great grandmother presents herself like that very often. Her name was Rose, and she always wore rose water and rose perfume. So I will smell roses like really super strong just out of the blue. And that's when I know my great grandma's around. Oh, look at this. Tansi's TV's been turning up and down nonstop, which has been bizarre. Somebody, it sounds like a spirit's playing with you. That's a playful spirit for sure. No harm. They're just trying to get your attention. Let Tansi, 7 you love, Amanda. And then I love this for you. So that's why you smelled her perfume today, because it's her mother's 90th birthday. I love that. That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Amanda. I hope so too. With Mother's Day coming, I honestly thought that as I was dropping in tonight, and not only the children, but the mothers and the grandmas. And I know my mom's been around myself, but like some, we had a really crazy relationship, so it's kind of difficult. Yep, heavenly birthday. Tracy says her husband does that with the TV, turns it up and down. So please know when things like that happen, there's nothing to be scared of or anything. It's just energy, and they're really easy. It's really easy for them to connect to energy because they're nothing but energy. So to be able to manipulate lights, radios, and stuff like that is really common. So it's only in the movies that things are scary and present as It's not. So anybody over on Facebook have any questions? Make sure you get to everybody. I'm sure I can't see. I think I got everything. So it was special because I haven't noticed any signs till now. How beautiful. And you know, that means you're healing, Amanda. That's validation of your healing because you're in a more receptive space now. Okay. Because our loved ones are always around. It's not like there's any difference in times like we're like, well, I haven't felt any signs or seen any signs for a long time. Well, it's just you haven't experienced them. They're there, but maybe you're too stressed or the grief is heavy or you're just busy. That's all. Good. Amanda's trying to heal. Lisa's just going with the flow. That's the best way to live life, honestly. Let the universe pull you instead of trying to fight it and control all the time. It's a lesson I'm learning in my older age is try not to control and realize that the universe has us and will hold us. So how I work, if you haven't seen me, is I just drop in. I've created a sacred space. Tonight, I've really been drawn to my crystals. I've been using my crystals a lot the last few days. So I might even use some of my crystals to help channel tonight. And what I mean by that is I will just, since I'm going to do spirit led tonight, so I'm not going to pick anyone specifically. The spirits I'll open a sacred circle and I'll allow them to choose who comes forward, whatever is for our greatest good. Okay. So if your loved one comes through, all I ask is they usually present themselves with, I'll get characteristics, messages like how they're dressed and their appearance. Sometimes I do get like nods to religion, like just flowers, music, things like that. So if it just is your loved one, please just let me know and validate, and then I'll tune into your energies. I also do use a pendulum, not all the time, but I feel like I'm going to use it tonight. And what I do is for clarification. And I gotta find my pendulums. I'm sorry. I've been putting all my crystals in this huge bowl. This is like a couple $1,000 worth of stuff because I'm in a small space. And there we go. And my cats like to play and get the crystals out. So my pendulums have been like all over the place. I actually think he has removed some of my pendulum. He has. I don't, that's okay. So what I do is I use a pendulum. Okay, and this is for yes. So if I'm asking it to clarify our reading, okay, now can you show them no? Nose back and forth. Then can you show them I don't know? Then my I don't know is a circle. See how it's going in a circle? So if you see me grab for my pendulum, that's what I'm doing. I'm just making clarification, and that's usually like for who it is, who the reading's for, or if you guys have a question, a yes, no, something like that, okay? Yeah, my cats have a great time. But honestly, there was like four or five pendulums I had sitting right here with the chains out, and my cat has pulled them out. So I need to go find them later. But this one's really beautiful. This one is Sodalite. See right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. There we go. Cameras are so hard for me to. Anyway, this is blue Sodalite. And then there's a ball inside of a Merkaba. And what Merkabas are really good for is it's believed that's how our souls transport. That's how we travel through realms and space and time was through a Merkaba. And I work with the Merkaba pretty often. I wish my camera was clear. I promise I will do my best to get a better camera so that you guys can see better. So I'm going to why don't we all take a few deep breaths? It's been a crazy day. Yeah, it's a really beautiful, soothing. Sodalite is such an amazing stone. The energies are amazing. Like, um, so I'm going to use my sodalite. I'm going to just share with you what I'm using. I'm using my sodalite pendulum. Because of the stuff that went on right before I dropped in, I also have this, which is petrified wood, and the egg shape makes it to where it's very grounding, renewing, comforting, and petrified wood is a connection for grounding, and it's also to help me connect with my ancestors. So this will bring my ancestors in because I just needed some peace right beforehand. So this is my very grounding root earth chakra stone. And then I also have, this is my favorite. Anybody, for all you guys grieving, this is the most amazing stone ever. This is lepidolite. Lepidolite is a dark purple and it has like mica flecks, like little tiny flecks of mica in it. Could be silver or gold. And there's also a golden lepidolite. Now, the reason I say lepidolite is really good for grief is because it is actually the stone form of lithium. It's lithium in stone form. So what it does is it's calm, soothes immediately just by holding it. And I love the heart shape because it fits. I have very large hands. And this is a really large piece, but to me, it's very soothing and comforting. And it's a super good for grief. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. And then I picked out channeling stones. And when I use channeling stones, this is fluorite. A lot of people know fluorite. Fluorite's pretty common. This one's aquamarine and then purple. And fluorite's one that you don't want to keep in the sun because it'll actually change colors and damage it. But what I use for channeling, because I'm going to connect with spirits, you just put it over your third eye, and it helps amplify and connect. This one is scolecite. I have I have like 3 channeling stones. I just pulled them out for tonight. And then iolite. This one's really cool. I like this one. This one's really powerful. Okay. So I was just led to pull all my stones out tonight. So somebody out there might be exploring. Oh, and I always have my angels, and this is my golden healer angel. Golden healer is my absolute favorite healing stone. Like golden healer and lepidolite, I can do about anything. And I opened with my selenite wand. And this is a chakra wand. It has all our chakras. So what we're going to do is I want everybody to take some deep breaths. I was going to turn the light off, but it's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is make sure your shoes are off. And we're going to do a mini drop-in. That's kind of what I do in my sessions, just to get us grounded and open to receive messages from our loved ones, okay? So take your shoes off. And please, if you're driving, do not follow this because I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and drop in. If you're driving, please just listen. Don't participate. Okay? If you're not driving, go ahead and close your eyes. Now, I want you to remember there's no place you have to be, nothing you have to do right now. This time is for you and you only, and with your spirits and our loved ones. Okay? We're going to breathe in. Oh, that's good. Gratitude. We're going to really try to use gratitude and compassion. Okay. Breathe in peace, harmony, thankfulness for this opportunity to be here together with other people who are grieving and can relate to our path. Okay, so breathe in, and then we're going to breathe out all the junk, all the stress from the day, the guy that honked at us, the kids yelling and screaming, all the stress, all the worry. Breathe in. I'm going to do about 5 of these. Breathe in really deep. Peace, harmony. Breathe out all the stress. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I'd like you to keep your eyes closed. And I'm going to invite all of our guardians, guides, angels, and loved ones in spirit who are here to help us with messages from our loved ones, all for our highest good. We ask the messages to be clear, very easily understood, and may the person know that when they are for them. So the person that the reading is for, that it'll be easily understood and validated. We ask for peace and comfort to come from these readings and all for our highest good. Thank you. Amen. Aho, and so it is. Okay, you may open your eyes. Now, what I just did is I created a sacred space for all of us. Okay, I am so sorry for my picture quality. Just unblur your eyes, I guess. So what I did was I just created a sacred space for us, and that I also gave that signal to your loved ones that I'm ready to work. Okay, I'm ready and open to receive. Let me refresh over here. There we go. Now I can see your comments. There we go. So let's see who comes through. I'd like to go ahead and welcome whoever would like to come through. I have a young boy. I'd say he's 7. Very well dressed. He looks like he's going to church, like Sunday school. And his hair's slicked back, always slicked back. Like he looks really cute. And he doesn't have a tie. Like he's ready for church or something. But no, I don't think he has a tie on. It's just like a dress shirt, slacks, and some kind of jacket. I'm not even sure if it's like a suit jacket. And he's dancing like a silly, with his feet like wiggling around, like dancing. And his butt. Not so much his top half. His top half, he's just shimmying, but his little feet and stuff are dancing around. And he's either got a gap in the front or he's missing his front tooth right here. And really cute slicked back hair. So black hair, very black. I can't really see the color of his eyes. I don't always get like extreme details. I get he was a real character. Cute little boy. I'm actually getting a name like Alejandro. Yeah, Alejandro. That's really unusual. I don't usually get names. Can anybody take this little boy? I don't ever get names. That's really wild. He's really cute too. He's just dancing with his little booty. Like, okay, now he might just be introducing us or making his way. If nobody can take him directly, he may be someone. Every once in a while, I do work with the lost and missing, so this might be a little boy within someone's community or area that somebody may be attached to that's coming through. His name's Alejandro, has black slicked hair, part right here. And it's like he's celebrating or something. He does have flowers, but he keeps showing them and then he puts them behind his back. Like, almost like daffodils. I want to say they're not lilies, though. They almost look like daffodils or tulips. Sounds like my best friend's brother, but not the name. It's okay if it's not the name. Like the name, I don't usually get names, so I don't understand why. Like to me, that's always weird when I get a name. But just if everything else matches, let me see if it's your best friend's brother. He's cute as could be too, and that missing tooth is like, because he's like, Let me check over on Facebook. Hello, Miguel. I lost my son when he was 11. He had his birthday last May 4th. Maui. Molly. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sweetheart. Hold on. See, now right here, I have two people that it could possibly be. I'm sorry, I have to cop. Oh, that's not you. Sorry. Maui, create banner. Paste. Where did it go? I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to delete some so we can. He's cute as could be, but Maui says it might be her son, which is possible that he's. For some reason, I cannot copy and paste your comment, honey. Hold on. I am not sure what's going on. Let me try again. And his birthday was on. Your name is Maureen. Okay. And his name is Paulo Miguel. Okay. Does Alejandro, could that be a dad or a relation? Perhaps? Maureen? Oh, I know who you are. And I know who your son is. And he's absolutely beautiful. I don't get that I don't think this is your boy because I know your boy. I've touched base with him a few times. No, because your boy's eyes always get me because he has the most deep, soulful eyes ever. No, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I honestly think it's Tracy. And it's okay, Maureen. It could be a passerby. Yeah, that's possible too, Tammy. Very possible. Very, very possible. So please know, he was missing his front tooth. Okay, here we go. And it was cute as a button. It is, Tracy. Okay, so just the name could be the passerby. Like Tammy said, Tammy's also, yeah. Says Alejandro. Okay, now, honestly, this is kind of cool. I honestly think Alejandro is this little boy's buddy. So this might just be a friend that he's picked up, which I've never really experienced that before. So that's kind of cool. So his mom needs to know he's not alone. He actually has. Who's Alejandro? Yeah, Alejandro's like his buddy. I don't know. Yeah, but I get because of the teeth and stuff. He's definitely connected to you. So you're his aunt, your best friend. But what did he call you, Auntie Tracy? Yeah, he's definitely connected to you, and he's bringing you flowers. Yeah. And Maui's just saying her son also has black hair and loves to give her flowers. But I know your son's energy, and I know this is another little boy, and he's a little younger than your son. No, actually, they're pretty close in age, but he's presenting at like 7. So I'm not sure what yes, you're his aunt. Yeah. So there's something really magical about his age of 7, or maybe because if his birthday, I'm not sure, was he the one that you said his birthday just passed? But please know he has come to start the show for the mamas tonight. So hopefully his mother gets to know that he's around and perhaps he's bringing the bouquet for her. And he's kind of like the maitre d' of the show this evening. He's presenting, because he's like, ta-da. Like, was he like a little showman? Because I get the dancing and stuff, and he's like our little maitre d'. I love that. Thank you so much, little guy. And he just switched into, he has like a little white tux now because he's taking his job very seriously. Oh, that's just so cute. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. It was just your birthday. And you know how I kept saying 7? He was 7 when he tragically died. Thank you for that validation, Tracy, and I'm so, so, so sorry. But please know he is okay. And he's so sweet. Like, he's still the character. His, oof, what a validation, little man. Thank you so much for coming through, sweetheart. Do you have any? And he's telling you happy birthday. That's what the flowers. There, he was a showman. So he's our maitre d' for the night. Oh, I love that for. Oh, thank you, little man. We all could use that tonight. Thank you so much. So, I'm not sure who your little buddy Alejandro is. I almost get that Alejandro is like his guide, his angel, his buddy. It could be his relation that maybe you're not aware of, like a distant uncle or great grandfather or something. Look at that. Tanzi says, sending love and how brave of him to start the show. He's a huge soul. Like, we see them, he passed at 7, but that was his mortal body. His soul, his eternal soul, is much, much older and much wiser. Tammy says, oh, sorry to hear that, Tracy. I'm so sorry too. Like, whew. Yeah, I love that too. See, and Amanda agrees, maybe a guide or an angel too. I totally get that. Does he send me or his mom or sister signs? Yes. Yes. And I get yellow. Whatever the signs are, they're yellow. Yellow flowers, daffodils, because the flowers are yellow and they have I don't know what the significance is of straws, but the stems of the flowers look like straws. That's why I was like, well, they're tulips or daffodils or something, but they look much bushier than those flowers. But the stems look like straws. So I don't know who liked the crazy straws, the funny straws, or if he was into straws or what the straw significance is. But he definitely sends you signs. And Amanda says she's so sorry too. Best Mother's Day gift for his mommy. Yeah, I pray his mommy. So maybe he brought a friend with him to start the show. I really feel like this Alejandro, because it's very, very rare for me to get names. And I honestly feel this is his guide or his angel who has wanted to make sure I knew his name. Or he is, well, the same thing, but it's actually his ancestor. So I'd really be curious to see when mom sees this, because we have replays. So when she sees this, if Alejandro is a family name, like a great grandfather or something. Okay. Yeah. And yellow. See, and you got the yellow heart. Yeah. Yellow flowers. Definitely yellow energy, yellow flowers, sunshine. Yeah. You are my sunshine. You feel that too. Yeah. How beautiful. Thank you so much, little guy. I'm going to hop over on Facebook. Yeah, he found his person. So, so sweet. Thank you so much. Did we get his name? Was he Miguel? What was? And see, part of the thing about names too is you have to realize. My nan sung that song to us as kids, and we played that. So maybe that's why You're My Sunshine's coming through. Tanta, your loved ones come through a lot. Like, they're very strong. Yeah, that You're My Sunshine. Yeah, ask her about Alejandro. And if she doesn't know now, it's okay, because genealogy, she might be researching or something later and it'll come through. Okay. So let's see who he's bringing through. Oh, this is really cute. He has like a little stage. Normally how I see normally I see dark. Okay. And then they kind of just come through into the light. Well, he has like, there's curtains. So we have like a whole event going, and he looks like a little maitre d'. He has like a white tux on. Oh, see, Amanda can write that song. Her mom used to sing that to her and her grandson too a lot. Yes. And then Tanzi, my ancestors love a chat, especially being Indigenous Australia. Oh, do you know what's really wild? I have Australian roots. This is going to blow your mind. My my fifth great uncle was Jonathan Nash, and he was the Minister of Finance in Australia. And he was also married to William Shakespeare's granddaughter, and he was the Minister of Finance. So he's not indigenous, but yeah, he was in Australia like years ago when the people from England would go there. Really wild. Yeah, it was really one of the things I discovered when I was doing my research. So I was like, oh, that's why I'm always drawn to Shakespeare. One of my favorite quotes ever is to thine own self be true. Not to get washed up in everybody else. Oh, your great grandfather was king of the tribe. Ooh. So that means you're royalty. I love that. Love that. Beautiful. So are you Maori? That means you're Maori, right? I have friends who are Maori in New Zealand and no, they're my friend Tongan, but I have a friend who's Maori from. I think she lives in Australia, but she's from New Zealand. I always have somebody that's Maori. Maori. No, Aboriginal. Okay, you're Aboriginal. Yeah, your stepkids are Maori. Okay. I love that. Wow. Welcome, Andrea. So let's go back to our little stage. I'd like to go ahead and welcome the next spirit in who'd like to connect with their loved one. Yeah. See, you mentioned, so now I'm hearing drums and but I can't see anything. I hear drums and scream, like, it's native, but it's not, but it's drums and singing, chants. Yeah, this is very different. Just a moment. It's almost like the area is being prepared. There's feathers being thrown on the ground, and there's lots of drums and chanting, like chants. And there's more a presence than an actual person. I'm feeling a presence. Orange, yellow, blossoming energy. Oh, this is really different. I honestly think her ancestors have just walked through. You totally invited them through, and I'm receptive because I work with that. But I'm not seeing faces. I'm seeing feathers and energies, which is very unique and different. Um, I'm not allowed to use any of my tools because I was just going to pick up a channeling stone. I'm not allowed to. So I'm just going to describe to you what I'm seeing. Pure energy, it's floating. We are all to just kind of open our hearts and receive. This is a beautiful energy of life, healing. And it is connected to Tanzi, but I get that this soulless energy is of healing, of white light. It's to show us a glimpse of the afterlife. We all experienced this beautiful little boy that came through first, and he showed us and validated without a shadow of a doubt what the afterlife is like. So now we're being shown what it feels like. So if you feel anything like twinges, tingles, chills, stuff like that, that's just the energy of your loved ones who are near, they're validating you totally differently and totally unique. Wow. I don't normally have experiences like this. So thank you for this beautiful energy. Is there anything else that we need to grasp from this to move forward? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, that was unique. I don't usually have souls or spirits do that. How was that, guys? My family were healers, which we call clever man. Okay, that's exactly what we just experienced with some kind of really different ancient healing energy. Because I was not allowed to see, we were just supposed to open, and whoever was willing to receive would receive the energies. So yeah, did you feel that? Tracy got the chills, Amanda, amazing. So I want you to know, not only can we receive, that's a beautiful validation of healing energies that can be sent to us from our ancestors and from our loved ones if we are just willing to drop in and receive. And Miss Emily on Facebook says that her mother-in-law is also Native American. Not sure if it relates. It always relates. So please know that's a beautiful way. Yes, the healing, it runs through your bloodline. So that energy just came up. Okay. We are all able to do that, and I hope that helps some of you relieve some of your grief. That's just a seed, and it will grow. Like just a little tiny seed that was just planted. See, Tracy felt it. Because when we opened, we let the spirit souls and everything know that we were open to receive. As soon as Tanzi mentioned that made way for her ancestors to come through because we gave them permission. And it's all for our greatest good. So that's what you just experienced, was healing from the other side. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Tanzi. Well, I'm glad my family could help anyone watching, and wishing you all healing, love, and light. So see, you carry your family's gift. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And I love that they would not claim exactly who it was. And if I pause for a moment like that, please know I'll always be back. And Tammy is okay. So I'm going to drop in again. Okay, I have guy with Levi's, heavy smoker, boots, thick leather belt, keys. Pretty sure tall. I'd say he's a good 6'5", maybe 6'7", a tall guy. Black hair. Piercing eyes. Like stunning eyes. Very stunning eyes. Like he's known for his eyes and his smile and his laugh. But don't get me wrong, he's not a pushover. Okay, am I unfroze? Am I unfroze, everybody? Yeah, I'm thinking this is for you, Miss Tammy. He's tall. Okay, I'm unfroze. Thank you. Yeah, he's tall. Yeah, and he loved to collect keys. Yeah, it's your dad. It's totally your dad. And I get like he's bit of a character. Like he razzed you a lot, called you kid, like really just razzed you. It's kind of tough on you. He wasn't like he pushed you to excel. You were like his tomboy. Like he really pushed you. And he's really proud of you. But he says you don't always have to be so tough. Like, he said he made some mistakes raising you, pushing you too much. Like he's really proud of the strong woman that you've become. That he should have been softer. Does that ring a bell, Tammy? Major Joker. With hard, soft hands for sure. Yeah, I get that there was absolutely no doubt that he loved you, but he's saying that he was a little too tough. Like, he should have been more patient. And he knows that now. Like he's learned his lessons. So please just know he should have been more patient with you. And he does help you. He's one of your guides now. Like he does watch over you. And your connection to your roots, you need to utilize that more. He's mentioning sacred tobacco. He says, yeah, but strong is also sometimes a survival technique. He made you too strong. It's okay for you to be soft. And he's showing me ceremonial tobacco, like a call out for you to use this at certain places. I'm not going to divulge anything else because that's your private information. But sacred tobacco, are you using that? If you use it presently, that is he was a heavy smoker and survived throat cancer. Okay, well, he's wanting you to now use the tobacco, the ceremonious tobacco. Do you understand? Look it up and you'll understand. But there's a technique that you use, ceremonial tobacco, as a thank you to Mama Gaia, and you get you used to before, so he's just saying to do it again. Okay. And I think part of that may be for you to switch the energy of the tobacco, because if that almost killed him and he survived the throat cancer, that might be kind of changing the karma or something, like the energy surrounding the tobacco. Because tobacco used to be very sacred to our ancestors, and it's used for sacred, very sacred. Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. Just so that his message is clearly through. Okay. Oh, you're trying to tag her. I just saw Cheryl Rich. I'm like, what? Okay. Hello, Ashley. How are you? My eyes light up when I laugh. Thank you. You know, it's really funny that you say that, because I'm always worried my eyes are closed, because I have like hooded eyes. And my dad, it's like a family thing. My dad actually has to have his eyelids lifted. I'm like, what the heck? So I didn't even know they did that. So Tammy, please know, add that to your little medicine bag, to your collection. And as easy as, honestly, carry a medicine. He's also saying you need a medicine bag. I can, if you don't have one, I can make you one, because I know that you're local. But you need a medicine bag. You need to carry your tobacco, and you need some protective, your stones in it also. Tourmaline, obsidian. And do you have something he's given you? He gave you something? I want to say it's an arrowhead, but I'm not. That's too. He gave you a stone of some kind that you should be carrying. If you don't remember, it's okay. Maybe it's a silver piece of like a silver necklace or a stone or something that you have of his. Plop it in your medicine bag for protection also. Might be a protection. Something. Let me know. Okay. I'm glad you made it too, Ashley. Welcome. And there's Miss Cheryl. Welcome. Great name. They spelled it correctly too. Okay. How's everybody doing? Ah. Buddy, why didn't you tell me you were a Mason? It's his ring. It's his ring. My husband's a Mason also, says my grandpa. My great grandfather was a master Mason. It's his ring, honey. That's what it, because I was seeing something silver. What I had to do was show me the compass and square. I would have got it. So, see, now this is a point I would like to, as a medium, we're always learning, and it's like we're playing charades, okay? So I'm going to ask from now on, and when somebody who is a Mason comes forward, if they could please just show me the compass and square. That would make it so much easier. Okay? Thank you. And then he became a Shriner. You can just show me the Fez hat or a funny car. I love Shriners. I have friends who are Shriners also. They're still Masons, and Shriners are amazing. They're the ones that you see in the little clown cars, and they're also the ones have the #1 burn units in the entire U.S., and they're always free. So if you ever know a child that has been burned or is severely injured or needs severe medical help, please always reach out to the Shriners because they do help for free. There's absolutely no charge for travel, hotel, or the medical. And I always share that because it's just a wonderful. People always give the Shriners and Masons bad names, but please know that if you know a child in need, that they're always there to help. This has to be the best start to a reading ever. A beautiful boy and ancestors from my background, Australia. And Tammy's Cherokee ancestors just love it. I know. Like, so powerful. Yes, the Shriners do so much. And I love that they do the parades and stuff too. Okay, I'm check over. I'm sorry if you're on Facebook. I'm having to refresh it. So I'm having a hard time getting your comments right away. Okay. So let's drop in. I need to grab some water. Hold on. See, I love that. The Shriners helped my oldest son. God bless them. Yes, they're amazing. Like, I've seen them save so many children's lives, especially for their burn units, and burn technology is amazing. See, here's another person they helped pay for my hearing aids for years. So yes, they help someone. Yeah, they help pay for hearing aids. As a child, I was involved also in the Lions Club helps pay for glasses too. If you know a child that needs glasses, the Lions Club will help for that too. I used to get some of my foster kids glasses that way, but I never knew they did hearing aids. That's really good to know. Thank you so much. Okay, let's keep dropping in. And I'm feeling pretty good, so I might go longer than an hour tonight if possible. I'm not sure if Hollis has anything afterwards, but I might go a little longer. Oh, now this is very different. Now I have Polynesian woman coming through. Plumeria petals. And she's dancing. And man, can I smell the flowers. Strong. Gardenia, Plumeria. Very, very strong. She's barefoot. She's actually dancing like she's actually doing the Hulahan traditional. Like, she has a green tea leaf skirt. She doesn't. Her top's more tied, like a silk, something silk right here. And it's the dance is not. See, I've lived in Hawaii, and it's not a Hawaiian dance at all. I'm not sure, but the smell of the flowers is extremely strong. She has some kind of headdress, but it's not flowers in her hair. She has some kind of headdress on, spiky, like out like this. Grass out. To me, it's what, like, normally in like Hawaii, it's what the men look like, where they have the haku that comes out, the grass haku, and the grass. And she's more stomping than swaying. It's more a stomp out, like drums again. But these are lower vibration drums, and the earth's really vibrating. Getting a lot of very different energies tonight. This is a very strong, powerful woman. A young girl coming through. So she watches over this young little girl. This little girl's 3 or 4 years old. She's in a little dress, like a cotton dress with big flowers on it, real big, like a big print. Red dress, big white flowers, really big. I'd say the whole dress has like maybe 6 flowers on it. 3 or 4 years old. Her hair's done up. This might be like for a ceremony or a wedding or something that she was in, and it's outside, and maybe this was the theme or something. But this woman is like an ancestor who is watching over this child. Can anybody take this little girl? That's an Indian dance. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, but it sounds different. Welcome, Norma. Welcome, Shauna. What else do you have to show me, sweetheart? And her hair is say it's in a bun, and she has like baby's breath or something really light in it. Unlike the other woman. I love it. That's part of the reason we're connected with the ancestors. I've been rubbing the petrified wood all night. So that's why I'm connecting with people's ancestors first. And they're bringing in your loved ones. That's absolutely beautiful. She's showing me something with her throat. But I don't want to talk about that, she says. So I get have to run in a minute, but I don't want to throw you off. But there's okay. Thank you, Tammy, sorry. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, and this little girl, it's hi Heidi. Welcome from Wyoming. I just want to say thank you, Mama Cole, for allowing me to speak through you and give us all healing, and I hope you all have a beautiful time. Thank you so much, Tawny. Okay, can anybody take this cute little girl? I get that her loved one's here. And Tammy, I know who that is. That's my uncle. Thank you, though, Tammy. Thank you very much. Okay, what message do you have, honey? You want to call her little one? Okay, she's presenting. Okay, this is someone's little girl, but she is not 3 or 4. She died like at 21. I'm not sure why they do that sometimes to me. Like they'll present. She was in a wedding like when she was 3 or 4, and figured that would trigger a memory. This one, she's 21. She didn't fulfill her mother's dreams. I get that this was she didn't go down the proper road in life. She made a lot of mistakes, and she was an addict, and that ultimately led to her passing. I get that she got medication or stuff that was not it was tainted. So this was someone's perfect little girl, because I get mommy's here. Okay, this was someone's perfect little girl who life just took over. It was a different path for her. She wants her mommy to know she's okay. She doesn't want you to remember her struggling and addicted and your last memories to be of that. She said she was a shell of a woman and she wants you to remember her as the child. Can anyone take this? So she's actually like 21. She passed at 21. Blonde, curly hair, blue eyes, 5'5", 5'6". Oh, they're giving me height. I don't normally get height. Okay, does this ring a bell? See, I hate that everything's so delayed. Hold on, I gotta refresh everything. What a night we have had. Okay, sweetheart. She's just wanting her mom to know she's okay. Because of her addiction and her mother had to put up walls, like they weren't communicating before she passed. So she's just letting her know now not to have that guilt and to know that she's okay and she's safely on the other side. So I wasn't distinct when I opened Circle. I usually try to make sure that it's the loved ones that are here, that are present. So this might be somebody that's going to watch a replay and this will be their loved one. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Your message will be delivered, I'm sure. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. How's everybody doing? Oof. Some major energies tonight. Looks like everything's going good. I love this for whoever it's meant for. What's really funny is some people, like, I've noticed if I don't be specific, sometimes they come through like that. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting a little tired. I don't know how long it has been. What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? Yeah, it's because I'm a little over now. I know it's about an hour for an open spirit-led session. I do want to do one more. I really want to channel with my Scolasite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this over, and what this does is it just amplifies and helps me to channel better. So I just want to see. Okay. Yeah, that was some intense stuff. Hoping to see why the angel numbers I'm seeing mean. What angel numbers are you seeing, Melissa? Threes, and fives, ones, threes, and fives. I see 11, 11, and 333 and 555 quite often. And what angel numbers mean is that what they mean is that you're on the right path, you're going the right direction, or that the angels are around you. Different people interpret different numbers, have different meanings, a lot of them daily. Okay, so just know that means that you're not alone, that you are surrounded by angels, and that's their way of getting your attention and just validating you. Okay, and you can go so far as to look up like what 111 and 333 mean, because each one has like a different frequency and resonation, like energy. Okay. Yeah, ones and threes. That's very common. Like that's like the highest, like very, very common. 111 and 1003. Yeah. So just know when you get those, that means that you're the angels, loved ones, or guides. That's their connection. That's just them giving you a sign, like hey, like them waving to you. Okay. Thank you. I love that. Anybody else have any questions? I'm glad you didn't miss it either, Samantha Mack. And you're very welcome, Kayla. She just said, thank you for sharing your gift with all of us tonight. You're so welcome. I love to do this. Just trying to make sure it's not warnings. No warnings. Usually, honestly, that's just a like, hey, you're on the right path. You're doing good. I had an experience last week. I've had, I see red-tailed hawks. Red-tailed hawks are my spirit guide. And if I see them, I know I'm on the right path. I'm doing good, and I'm being watched over. So that's mainly what numbers are. It's letting you know the angels are near. And Cheryl gets the 111s, 333s, and 444s, sometimes 555s. There you go. Beautiful. You're so welcome, Amanda. And now, from now on, at least for the month of May, almost every Wednesday at 9 o'clock, I'll be here. There's just one Wednesday that Sarah and I are switching. So Wednesdays at 9, you'll see me. And then Thursdays at 4 on Discord, I'm going to do a tea time. Okay. And if you'd like a reading from me, this is just a sample. I do half hour and 1 hours right there. You can book with me. And there's a coupon too. If you enter, hold on. Let me put it so everybody can see it. Hold on. If you enter this code, you get, I think it's $22 off an hour session. Right there. Enter that code on this website. Is that me? I think that's me. No, wait, hold on. This one right here. Just go to psychicinsights.life. And please know, I will never message you. I'm not going to message you, say that you got something evil attached to you and you got to pay me, or that your daddy reached out to me and he has a message for you. No, I won't do that. You're so welcome, Cheryl. And Tracy, you're so welcome too. Thank you so much, everybody. If anybody doesn't have any other questions, what we're going to do. Oh, wait, hold on. We do have another question over on Facebook. Hold on. You gotta just give me a minute because I have to like copy, paste, enter. But I'm practicing because Hollis is getting ready to go on a really cool vacation. So I'm gonna have to do this. This one says, any guidance for mediums halting abilities because of grief? I took a break and wonder if I should try again or not. Oh my goodness, Samantha, that is a great, great, great question. I also took a break. If anybody noticed, I just came back a month ago. I took a break from December to middle of March, honestly. It's okay to take a break. As a medium and a psychic, and anybody, you can't expect to work through grief. Like, it's very hard when you're working with a spiritual connection to be the best that you can be and to make that connection for others when you're trying to heal yourself. So heal thyself first, and then go back to work when you're able to. But of course, yes, you should try again. Don't ever let grief stop you from that spiritual connection. It can actually amplify it. My mother passed last year, and my mom and I we had a very strained relationship, and she never liked what I did. She was always intimidated by my abilities, and she's known of my gifts my entire life. I've told her about my dreams and stuff since I was a little girl. And I was afraid to go back to work because I thought I had a human emotion of grief, and I thought that my mom could stop me from doing my work. That's impossible. They're not going to do anything negative from the other side. They can't. And honestly, when I was able to and I started working again, it actually helped me heal. But I had to be in a place that I could help. I was healed enough. Otherwise, my trauma energies, I think, would interfere with others. You know what I mean? So for you, just be patient with yourself, Samantha. Take time to grieve. There's no rush. But your spirituality will help you to heal and process it. I hope that answered your question, honey. If you need any more, just let me know. Thank you, Pat. You're welcome, honey. Yeah, that was a great question, wasn't it? Yeah, it is, Janie. Thanks, honey. Yeah, that's for all of us. Like, it's okay for us. Grieving is hard. Like, and some of the deaths we've never processed before. You've never lost a parent before. You've never lost a husband, a wife, a child. Yeah, all of us need to be very patient with ourselves. And when there's strained relationships and then a death, it makes it really hard. Because it's also an end of what could have been. So we have to come to the reality that it is what it is, and that we can't go back. We can't change it. We can just have compassion for the situation and the person. Okay. Tracy says, if I'm grounded, will that help me be closer to my loved ones on the other side? And what are the best ways to ground myself so it benefits me? If you can't ground, get a piece of petrified wood. I guarantee you'll sit your butt down. It's a petrified tree. Like, it's like the strongest grounding. Yes, if you ground, it will help you connect to your loved ones. Grounding will also help you. The other way to connect, honestly, is to get rid of the trauma and the grief and to express the emotions that you have connected to your loved ones. Once you raise your vibrations, it makes it easier to connect. And also to prepare your space like we did tonight. We're receiving such beautiful messages because we all dropped in together as a collective for the common good. Like, we all had the same set of intentions to experience messages from our loved ones. So that's why they easily came through, because there was a sacred space created. And not only that, you stopped to listen and to receive. You were open to receive. Not running through your day going, oh my gosh, I wish I would get a sign. I didn't get a sign, and you're cleaning and you're moving and you're doing all your errands and stuff. It's hard to receive when you're doing all that. Now, if you're calm, you light a candle and you open a circle and you just start journaling, or you pull a card or something like that, that will help you, okay? And grounding is as simple as going outside and being barefoot, laying on the ground, looking up at the sky, and letting Mama Gaia support your entire body and back. Okay. And Melissa says they were told they were healer. What's that exactly mean, and what do I do with that? You lean into it, watch us for a while, get a reading, and find out more. Honestly, like, start learning about it. Look up healers. See what kind of modality you're drawn to, because a healer is a very wide range. Like, there's so many different modalities of healing. You're so welcome, Tammy. Goodbye, honey. Where do I get real petrified wood? I would first off ask Hollis and Bright Hawk. They are a good source of minerals and stones. And just start, depends on the area that you're at. I always encourage people to check out their local crystal shops or friends that you know that sell crystals. And if you don't know any, over on the Medium page or in Mama Cole's Nest or Hollis and them have crystals. The right crystal will find you when it's time. And if you go into the crystal shop, go to the ones that you're drawn to. Okay? And Miss Amanda says, I know I have gifts, but unsure on how to embrace them or find out exactly what they are. Well, if you would like any help with that, that's what I do. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a coach. I'm a crystal healer, and I can teach you all about crystals. I can help you discover your path. Just book a reading, and you don't have to know exactly what kind of reading you need or anything. Just book. If you book an hour with me, we can just dive in and connect to your loved ones, and just see if you want me to connect with your gifts, we can do that. Yeah, go ahead and just reach out. I'll be here. Yeah, and ask Hollis. Like, Hollis is a great source. I just know that They just bought somebody else's crystal business, so they have a lot, and their prices are pretty dang reasonable for the quality. I've seen the quality of the stones; they're beautiful. I'm a crystal snob. I have, not to brag, but I've collected crystals my whole life. Like, they're everywhere, and I've put most of them in a bowl so that my cats don't damage them. And it's a plexiglass bowl, which is really funny. So Psychic Insights, Mama Cole, right there. And remember, there is a code, SPRING25, Spring, all caps 25, and you save $22 off of an hour session. Okay, so I can help you connect to your loved ones. I can help you discover your healing path, whatever you need. We can just have the whole hour to discover what's needed best for you, okay? And before we go, hold on, we do have a couple questions on Facebook. I'm sorry, I didn't. Do spirits ever frighten? Okay, here is a great question. And I'm just going to take a few minutes to try. I'll try to get to everybody's that's over on Facebook that already posted, because I don't like leaving anybody hanging. Kayla said, did spirits ever frighten you? I've seen them starting at age 11, but I think I felt their presence for as long as I can remember. And they used to frighten me, not anymore though. But it didn't show me the rest of that. But I am, hold on. Afraid to try to connect to the other side. Oh, don't be afraid. Don't ever be afraid to connect to the other side, ever. And yes, I honestly, I don't know why that hair keeps hanging in my eye. I've had experiences since I was 4 years old. And the only time they really scared me, like as a little kid, I wasn't scared because I didn't watch scary movies, and I didn't, so I told my mom, and it freaked out my mom and my grandma. That kind of freaked me out. And then I was told, oh, I wasn't supposed to tell them. But I wasn't scared until like, what's it been, 3 or 4 years ago, when people started passing that knew what I did and then came to me. That freaked me out. And I wouldn't say it was scared, it just freaked me out. And then when I would get validations that what they were saying and what I was experiencing was real, it wasn't a scared, it was just a freak out validation. Like, holy crap. I got to a point where I couldn't deny it, and I had to have a coach. I had to have a mentor. I had to have a teacher, because there were too many coincidences and synchronicities. And I was actually being like, not forced, but like, okay, here it is. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to do something with it? So sometimes, like right now, there's a lot of people awakening. So please know you're not crazy. These are real experiences that you're having. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to fear. There's no such thing as evil spirits, or you're not, nobody's coming to get you. There's really nothing to fear. It's absolutely a beautiful experience to be able to connect to the other side. They will help you. They will validate you. They help me in my work. I have spirits that I've worked, souls that I've worked with, who I end up on cases and stuff, and they help me. Like, it's really wild. Okay. And Maggie says she has deja vu all the time. Does this mean anything? Yes, sure does. It means you do have abilities, and you're seeing, like, you're almost like a lucid dreamer. That's prophetic visions. Okay, so yeah, they're real. I've had those also throughout my life. I actually saw the wildest one I ever had, and I actually had validation, was the Gulf War starting when we bombed Baghdad for the first time. I'd never seen bombs, but I actually described them to my mom, and I was on a cruise ship at the time working. And when she, oh, hold on. And when she saw it on the news, I told her like a week before, when she saw it on the news, how I described it. She recorded it, sent it to me. It was crazy. But yes, I copied the wrong thing. But yeah, deja vu it's real. It's very, very real. And I also sometimes wonder if it's like a time bleed, like a jump, because I've had them my whole life. I don't really understand deja vu all that much myself, but I know that, yes, it means you do have gifts. You're not crazy. Okay, and Carrie says that I always knew I was an empath and had pre. Okay, sorry about that. That's very normal. Um, Sometimes our grief can amplify our awakening. It can like push it forward. Okay, so that's where I was telling someone else, just be very patient with yourself. A lot of people are awakening to gifts right now, and grief can amplify that. So just hang on. And especially empaths, when you feel so deeply, you just need to learn shielding, grounding techniques, use crystals as allies, herbs, things like that. And I can help you with all of that. Okay, that's all spiritual coaching stuff. You just have to learn more about what your spiritual path is. None of us, no two of us have the same exact path. We all can create our own and do our own. Oh, see? Okay, Evangelina, I had the same experience also. This is cool. You guys are going to love this one. And then I'm going to have to hop off. I think I've answered everybody's questions. But Evangelina said that she had a little imaginary friend as a little girl, and her mom would get mad and say no one was there, but I saw her several times and we even played all the time. Now that I'm grown, I don't know. Why does it keep not clipping all of it? I don't know who she was or why she came to me. Okay. Now this could be, I'm gonna blow your guys' mind. I do quantum healing and I do quantum work. What quantum means is that you can actually heal your inner child by connecting with her. Okay. As a little girl, I used to see a woman and she would talk to me and she would hug me and would help me through some abusive situations that I found myself in as a child. And I always wondered who this lady was. She seemed really familiar and she was really loving and kind, but I never knew who she was. And till one day about 7 years ago, I was doing some quantum work, one of the first sessions that I ever did, and I connected to my inner child and I was bathing her in the bath. I was washing her back and I was healing the wounds on her back. At that moment, I knew that that lady was me. Can't explain it. Wild as heck. But the little girl companion and comforter was actually the older version of myself trying to heal my inner child. Wild. So lean into it. Find out who she was. She could have been a guide, a guardian, or possibly yourself. Pretty wild. That's my experience. Everybody has different experiences, and you're so welcome. So thank you for sharing. And if you dream about your mom and it's happy dreams, that means that's real. That's a visitation. And shadow people, yeah, I've seen them too. Those are just usually it's like fear or just energy imprints or something. Nothing to fear. Thank you so much. And with that, everybody, Hollis isn't feeling good. I would love it if everybody would also like to send them out some love and healing tonight. They have a lot of jaw issues and stuff. So we're sending you some love and healing. And I hope everybody has had a wonderful evening. Have a good night. If you would like any readings, hold on, let me find it again. Right there. And use code SPRING25 for an hour session. It's only good for an hour session. You get $22 off. And I'm available I think I'm pretty free the rest of the week, other than my lives. I'll be on Discord. Come join us on Discord. I'll just be drinking some tea, and it's kind of like an old school party line. Like, you don't have to be seen. You can just kind of hang out and chat and ask more questions, and I'll see you then. And then tomorrow night, I think, is Sarah's live tomorrow night. Yeah, Sarah's live tomorrow night, and then Eve on Friday night. So I wish you all a good night. Thank you so much for coming. I hope everybody had a good night. Hope I answered your questions, and I hope you found some peace. Oh, and we almost forgot. We need to close our eyes. Take a deep breath. I'd like to release our guides, guardians, angels, and loved ones. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you for the beautiful, clear messages and the experiences and the profound information that we received tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, aho, and so it is. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.